Hi Virgo, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna. Yep, I'm back. Finally, I had issues with my computer. I had to go get a whole new computer, and it took me a while to get it. But I am back, ready to do these messages for you guys. I hope the energies didn't really affect y'all. But remember to always stay grounded and drink plenty of water. Okay, that helps a lot. All right, Virgo, so let's see what's going on. I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, then do your reading and then clarify it. So let's see what is going on for you, Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see. Two cards for Virgo for their highest good. This is for Virgo. Virgo for the highest good. One more. Oh. All right. So you have impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So maybe you are thinking, maybe you're thinking negative, or maybe your vibration is down. They're asking you to redirect your energy into something else. Like stop thinking negative, how it's not going to work out. Think positive in everything. Okay. Wow. And then you have taking shelter. The answers are within. Wow, Virgo. So what's going on? So really take the time to meditate. Okay. Really take the time to go within and clear your mind. Keep yourself busy. Exercise. Go for a walk. Take a shower. Because the cold water really releases that energy too. Makes you feel better. So really try to take the steps, because I know there is a lot of energies. The planets are moving around, where the new moon's in, so there's a lot of things that are affecting us. So really try your best to shift your energy. All right, so let's do this. Virgo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay. One card for the current. This is for Virgo for their highest good. For the situation. For the past. For what's hidden. For the hopes and fears. I'm going to move these to the side here. One for what you need to do now, what you need to work on, and the outcome. All right. So definitely a lot is here. You start off with the death card. The death card is talking about, you changing things, going through a big transformation. Maybe there was an ending of something that was in your life, a career, a relationship. There's definitely something here. But a big transformation is going on within you. You have the Justice card here. Justice is talking about balance, about, trying to keep everything balanced from your work, from your home. I just feel like, if you're dealing with anything legally, it is going to be in your favor, but I still got to see the cards. You're going to have that clarity. You're going to see some kind of truth that you needed to see also. There is a truth here, but let's see what else that comes out. You have the Lovers card here. The Lovers is talking about, maybe your higher self, trusting the process. There is a choice here that you could be making. Finding your strength, being with somebody that's going to help you find your strength also. It is in the past, so we'll see why it's here. You do have the 10 of Wands here, and the 10 of Wands is talking about you being very overwhelmed. You're carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. You're thinking about, your home, your yourself, your career, everything that's going on. You're taking a lot on your shoulders. Not only that, but you're working very hard. We'll see why it's here, Virgo. And then you have the King of Cups for the hopes and fears. I'm sorry. Yes, the hopes and fears. The King of Cups is talking about, being emotionally balanced, maybe you know how to handle all this, even though you're, you're going through a lot, or you feel like you're very overwhelmed, or you're tired, or you've been hurt. I still feel like you're able to handle everything that's coming your way. You have the High Priestess here, but you really need to change your vibration to positive instead of negative, or stop talking about yourself negative, okay? Um, you have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is talking about intuition, trusting yourself, learning yourself, learning about how to use your intuition, trusting your higher, like, just trusting your morals, your instincts, stuff like that. You do have the Six of Swords for what you need to work on, and there's something here that you're going to leave very soon. I feel like you're trying to release a lot of baggage that you've been carrying on with you. And then also to could also be leaving home, like something about leaving, something here. You're moving on. You do have the Ten of Pentacles for the outcome. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about material success, establishing yourself to what you want to create. So let's see. All right, Virgo. Wow, it's a lot here. I know that all these energies have been affecting us very much. Some signs are getting it more worse than the other signs. So I just feel like all the signs are like equally going through it. I know I've been seeing a lot of stuff that's been like, what? So, but like I said, change your change your negative to positive, and get yourself grounded, and drink water, and just keep yourself in positive, no matter what, even if it's dark or grim, just keep trying to see the light in everything. All right, so let's see what's going on. Virgo, take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. This is for Virgo. You have the Death card here. Why is the Death card here for Virgo? You have the Eight of Swords. One more card. Wow. All right. So, you do have a lot of things going on in your life. You started off with the Death card. Maybe there was a relationship ending. Something came to an end. But it made you change your ways. It made you change a lot of stuff about you. You do have the Eight of Swords. Maybe you were feeling stuck back then. Maybe you're feeling like, you couldn't handle things, or everything was changing all at once, and it just seemed like, wow, what's going to happen now? And I feel like you're not feeling like that anymore. I feel like you're able to move on forward because you have the Ace of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is talking about, you're being very inspired. There's a lot of growth here. There's a new opportunities coming your way, and you are definitely in a new direction, because this is like a new cycle, new beginning for you. So this is nice. You have the Justice card for the situation. And why is the Justice card here? Oh, okay, hold on. So you do have the Justice card here. Yes, I'm sorry. You have the Justice card here. You have the Fool card, and you have the Knight of Wands. You do have the Knight of Wands. So with the Knight of Wands, I feel like that there is definitely a lot of change coming. You're still going through a lot of changes because you have that transformation card here. Just go with it, you guys. Go with it. Try to clear your mind and go with it, because this is a new journey here that's here starting for you. They're asking you to take a leap of faith. Things are trying to balance out for you, so it's good. Anything that you're dealing legally, it's going to be in your favor, but just don't rush into anything. Any decisions, anything that you're, have to make a big decision on, really take your time about it. They're also asking you to, you're going to be making fair decisions, and anybody making decisions towards you, they are definitely going to be fair. So just know that. You have the Lover's card here. And like I said, with the Lover's card, there's, maybe there's somebody around you that is definitely, somebody around you that has that's giving you that faith, keeping that faith with you. I also feel like you need to communicate better with whoever it is that you're around. Maybe you need just to have communication just to begin with, like really get your point across, really speak what you need to say to whatever it is the problem is, like really get your point across. They're also asking you to trust the process. There could be some kind of decision that you're trying to make, but really speak your truth. Like really talk about it. Like really start saying what you feel, what you want to do. Okay. You have the 10 of Wands here for the for what's hidden. Why is the 10 of Wands here? Wow. Wow. Okay. So, wow, this is nice. Okay, sorry, you guys. So you do have the 10 of Wands. You start off, you're very overwhelmed, very overwhelmed. You have carrying a lot on your shoulders, you know, everybody's problems, extra responsibility. You have more to do now than you did before, but you're very overwhelmed. I feel like you're working very hard and you're going to reach that material success because the Empress is here. Somebody around you, it could be you or somebody around you could be pregnant. I feel like you're multitasking everything, and you're trying to do everything all at once, and you really need to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, and take care of yourself. You need to really stop and rest. Like, don't do the same things that you used to do before. Like, you know, always working, and constantly neglecting yourself. It's time to start taking care of yourself. You know, you're going to live the life of this life, then you need to start taking care of yourself. Okay. It's a big thing here. I do feel like there is abundance coming your way. I feel like you're moving towards happiness because the 10 of Cups is here. When the 10 of Cups shows up, it means that you're moving towards happiness. You know, you're doing everything that you need to do, you know, thinking positive, you know, that's something you're not seeing. So really shift your mindset. Okay. Because good things are here. Then you have the King of Cups here. And why is the King of Cups here? For Virgo, don't forget to take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Wow. Okay. So really trust your intuition, you guys. Okay. Really trust it, because I feel like you're not really trusting it as you should be. You have the High Priestess here twice, and the High Priestess is saying that, you know, you need to really start trusting your instincts, you know, trust yourself and your decisions. You know, because you have really high morals, you have high standards, and they want you to trust your intuition more. I feel like with the King of Cups, I feel like you're able to handle anything that comes your way. You're very supportive. You're a leader. You're trying to balance everything. You feel a lot of things. You know, you feel a lot of energy, everybody else's energy, but you still know how to keep control of your feelings on your own. So it's good. With the Page of Wands, I do feel like you are going in a different direction, in a new direction. I feel like there's going to be opportunities around you. I feel like you need to be bold and ask like what you want for your career and what you want to do. Like, take that first step, you know. Don't be afraid to, to ask or to try something different is what they're trying to say. Because there's a lot of opportunities, and believe in yourself that you can create and do anything. I also feel like for the most part, also, I feel like you are definitely going on a spiritual journey, because you're trying to figure out a lot of things. Like you're learning the answers to a lot of things that you've been asking for. And I definitely feel like you're definitely making plans for the future here, but really trust your intuition, okay? Because you do have that gift. You have the High Priestess here for what you need to work on, and that's that intuition. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Why is the High Priestess here for Virgo? One more card. Wow. You came into your own reading, Virgo, so this is something in this reading is for you. Okay, so, okay. So you do have sorry, you guys, I'm just looking at everything here. Okay, so you do have the Hermit card, which is your card, the Hermit card. You know, really take that time and meditate. Really go within if you have to, but really try to clear your mind. Okay, go within and meditate. You know, it's a good thing to meditate. So really quiet your mind, find that peace. You know, trust your intuition. With the Two of Cups here, I also feel with the Two of Cups that, you know, you're finding a connection with your higher self, with your intuition. Like you really want to know why it's there, you know, what it does. It's like you're very curious about it. I feel like you're definitely going to make a decision. I feel like there's some offer coming in. I feel like some kind of offer presented to you, and I feel like you're gonna have to trust your intuition for that. Okay, like they're telling you, use it. Nice. And I feel like there's also like some kind of celebration here, like happy times are coming also. You have the Six of Swords here for the what you need to work on. And why is the Six of Swords here for Virgo? Remember, Virgo, that there is something in this reading that is meant for you because your card did come out. One more card for the Six of Swords. Wow. Okay. So, okay, so you have the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and then you have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so if you see these two cards, they're both leaving in the picture, right? They're both leaving. There is something here that you need to leave behind. There is some kind of truth that you're going to see. There is some kind of truth that you're going to work, that you saw or you're going to see very soon. And they're asking you to speak your truth. I don't know who this is for, but this is a message for somebody. Take it how it resonates with you, okay? Because everybody's situation is different. I do believe, though, that you are going to be walking away from something, situation, a career, a relationship, whatever it is, you're walking away from it. Because you don't want to deal with all the drama. You don't want to deal with anything. You want to go to calmer waters, and that's how you feel. I do feel like you need to speak your truth in everything. There's some kind of truth that you need to see. Really do your research before you start speaking out about anything, any gossip or anything like that. Really do your research about it. I also feel like you need to have patience in everything. There is going to be a lot of opportunities flowing around you. Really pay attention to that. I also feel like there is a spiritual journey that you're on here, and you're looking for a lot of answers. But definitely a new journey, a new direction is here. And I also feel like you're definitely going to move towards it and walk away from something. Wow. Whew. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. And why is the Ten of Pentacles here for the outcome? One more card. Thank you, Spirit. One more card. Oh. Wow. Okay. All right, so you do have the Nine of Swords here with the, wow, it's a 10 of Swords. So you have 10, 10, 10 here. So that is a really good number. So things are going to be moving. You're going into this new direction very soon. Just know that. Really start focusing on things, okay? Because I do feel like with the Four of Cups, because you have the Four of Cups down here in the back of the card. So there's something here that you really, you need to be connected. Like you really need to start focusing on things better, okay? Because, you know, maybe there's something here that you're not aware of. Maybe there was something here that you just didn't see. Because definitely something has come to an end. You have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords with this, it just adds up. Like the Ten of Swords is here. There's an ending here that happened, you know, that's going to happen very soon. You're leaving something behind. You're going in a new direction. You know, you're just going to go. Just know that you're in a new, there's a lot of change coming in through, okay? Because, you know, whether this Ten of Swords is something that's going to hurt you or something that you're going to feel a lot, you're going to be able to control it all, okay? Stop being in your mind all the time, no matter what. You know, try to get some sleep. Try to get out of your mind. Try to find that peace, okay, in your mind, in your body, in your soul, because, you know, you're constantly thinking about so much, okay? You know, start journaling, start taking walks, whatever it is that you have to do, but change your energy, okay? Leave this behind as much as you can. And then you do have the Ten of Pentacles here, and that is the material success that you're looking for. You know, you are going to establish yourself, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about getting what you want, you know, establishing yourself, creating a strong foundation, you know, so it's really good. Virgo, wow. It's a lot here, Virgo, but you need to change your energy, okay? Because you're going to go through a lot of changes. I'm just letting you know. All right, so Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I definitely will see you next time. God bless.